Two things are happening to your 401k right now. One is helping you, one is forcing you. The one that's helping, if you're still paying off student loans. Secure 2.0 allows your employer to make matching contributions even if you don't contribute a dime. If you've never checked, you could be leaving thousands of dollars on the table. This provision went into effect in 2024, but most people still don't know about it. The one that's forcing you. If you're 50 or older and your wages exceed $150,000, your catch-up contributions can no longer be pre-tax. Your tax bill just went up. This one takes effect in 2026. Secure 2.0 has over 90 provisions. Multiple major rules have already rolled out, and with the Mandatory Roth Catch-Up taking effect in 2026, the full framework is now complete. Today, I'm covering 4 provisions that impact everyday people the most: auto-enrollment, student loan matching, emergency withdrawals, and mandatory Roth catch-up. One is brand new for 2026. The others have already gone into effect. But most people still haven't taken advantage of them. By the end of this video, you'll know which rule saves you money, which one forces you to change, and what you need to do right now. Your 401k just enrolled you automatically. No forms, no action needed. You're in. Here's how it goes for most people. HR hands you a stack of forms on your first day. You either scribble something down for the 401k section, or you leave it blank. And then, nothing. Years go by, and you realize you never even opened a 401k. Not because you didn't want to save, but because no one reminded you, and you just forgot. Secure 2.0 Section 101 changes this. For plans established on or after the 1st of January 2025, most new 401k and 403b plans are required to auto-enroll employees. How auto-enrollment works. New employees are automatically enrolled. No action required. Initial contribution rate. No less than 3%. No more than 10%. Auto-escalation of 1% per year until reaching at least 10%. Plans can set higher caps. Many employers use 12% or 15%. Key exceptions. Which plans won't be affected? Plans established before the 29th of December, 2022, permanently exempt. Collective bargaining plans, church plans, government plans. Exempt. Bottom line. Only plans established on or after the 1st of January 2025 are subject to this mandate. Your existing plan is grandfathered in. Now, who's this actually good for? If you're the type who keeps saying, I'll open my 401k next week, and next week never comes, this is for you. If you have no idea where to even start with retirement savings, auto-enrollment does the heavy lifting for you. And if you just want your savings to happen in the background without thinking about it, perfect. But if your cash flow is already stretched thin, or you've got high-interest credit card debt that needs to be paid down first, auto-enrollment might not be your top priority right now. Here's the key. Auto-enrollment helps you get started, but you can always opt out if it doesn't work for you. What you really need to do proactively is this. Pick your investments wisely. Don't just let your money sit in a money market fund doing nothing. That's not saving. That's just parking. What if you could get your employer match without contributing a single dollar? That's exactly what student loan matching does. This is, in my opinion, the smartest provision in Secure 2.0. Why? Because it solves a long-standing dilemma. Pay off student loans or save for retirement? If you save in your 401k, your employer matches. That's free money, but your paycheck only goes so far. Pay the loans, and you can't save. Save for retirement, and you fall behind on loans. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Secure 2.0 Section 110 eliminates this trade-off entirely. This provision went into effect on the 1st of January 2024. Here are the specific rules. Starting with plan years, after the 1st of January 2024, Employers can treat qualified student loan payments as if they were 401k deferrals and make matching contributions based on those payments. In plain English, you're still paying off student loans, putting nothing into your 401k, and your employer can still match as if you did. Important clarification. The match is based on your salary, not your loan payment amount. Example: if you earn $60,000 a year and your employer matches 3% of salary, as long as you're making your student loan payments, your employer can contribute up to $1,800 per year into your 401k, even if you put in zero. You contribute nothing. Your employer puts money in anyway. Important limitations. This is may, not must. Employers are not required to offer this. Student loan matching and regular 401k matching share the same limit. You need to ask HR. Has your company adopted this provision? Who's this for? People with student loans who can't afford to save right now. Who's it not for? People without student loans. Just contribute directly. And people whose employers haven't adopted this yet. You can't use it. What do? Send one email to HR. Has our company adopted Secure 2.0 student loan matching? That's all it takes. All right, part 3. What if you could take $1,000 from your 401k penalty-free? Everyone knows you shouldn't touch your 401k. But life happens. Car breaks down. Root canal. Roof leaks. What do you do when you really need cash? Take from your 401k? That 10% penalty hurts. Don't take it? You're stuck. Secure 2.0 Section 115 gives you some breathing room. This provision went into effect in 2024. Here's how it works. You can take up to $1,000 per year from your 401k for emergencies, completely exempt from that 10% early withdrawal penalty. So even if you're under 59.5, you won't get hit with that penalty. But there are a few important rules. First, it's $1,000 per year, max. Second, it has to be for a genuine emergency. Car repairs, medical bills, stuff like that. Now, here's a key restriction. You can only repay it once every 3 years. So you can't just keep borrowing and repaying over and over again. And when you do repay it, that repayment doesn't count toward your annual 401k contribution limit. So you're not losing any of your regular contribution space. One more thing, and this is really important. It's penalty-free, but it's not tax-free. You still have to pay income tax on that withdrawal. So don't confuse the two. Note, if you're already 60 plus, this rule doesn't matter much to you. The real beneficiaries are people 30 to 50 in their accumulation phase. With tight cash flow. Part 4. Mandatory Roth Catch-Up. We did a full deep dive on this rule in the previous episode. Today, I'm just covering the key takeaways. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Let's recap the core rule. Starting the 1st of January 2026, if all 3 of these conditions are true for you, your catch-up contributions must go Roth. 1. You're 50 or older. 2. Your prior year W-2 Box 3 wages from the same employer exceeded $150,000. And 3. You plan to make catch-up contributions in 2026. If all 3 hit, Roth is your only option. No more pre-tax catch-ups. Now, here are 3 key details you really need to pay attention to. First, it's only triggered if your wages are greater than $150,000. If you hit exactly $150,000 on the dot, that does not trigger the rule. Second, if you work for multiple employers, each one is evaluated separately. Your wages are not combined across employers. So employer A going over only affects your catch-up with employer A. Employer B, completely separate. Third, and this is a big one, traditional IRA and Roth IRA catch-ups are completely exempt. That $1,100 for folks 50 and up, totally untouched by this rule. And one more thing. Your regular $24,500 deferral is completely unaffected. You can still put that in pre-tax, just like before. This table gives you a quick snapshot of the 2026 limits. All age groups, all in one place. The row that stands out is the 60 to 63 age group. $24,500 regular plus $11,250 super catch-up. Total of $35,750. Age 60 to 63 is determined based on your age on December 31 of that year. Alright, so who's actually affected by this? If you're 50 or older, your wages are over $150,000, and you're planning to make catch-up contributions. All three hit? Then you must go Roth. Same thing if you're planning that 60 to 63 super catch-up of $11,250. That's also subject to the Roth rule. And here's the one most people don't know. If your plan doesn't even offer a Roth option and you meet the high earner threshold, you can't make any catch-up contributions at all. 0. Now, who's not affected? If you're under 50, or your wages are $150,000 or less, or you're not making catch-ups, you're fine. Also, that special 457B 3-year pre-retirement catch-up, still exempt. So now you know the rules. You know who's affected, who's not, and what's changing. But here's the real question. What do you actually need to do about it? Let's get into 3 action steps. Action 1. And honestly, this is the most important one. Confirm that your 401k plan has actually been updated. There are 3 things you need to check for 2026. First, does your plan offer Roth contributions? Because without Roth, high earners can't make catch-ups at all. Period. Second, has auto-enrollment been updated? This one's mainly for newer plans. And third, has your plan adopted student loan matching and emergency withdrawals? A lot of companies have, but they don't always tell you. Now, here's a pro tip. HR staff often don't know the nitty-gritty details of your plan. So if they give you a blank stare, just ask them to check with your plan's third-party administrator. That's the person who actually knows the answers. Action 2. Reevaluate your contribution strategy. Ask yourself 3 questions. 1. What's my current marginal tax rate? High earners should still prioritize pre-tax for regular contributions. 2. Am I eligible for the 60 to 63 super catch-up? If so, should I max out the $11,250? 3. What's my retirement asset mix? If everything is pre-tax, Mandatory Roth may actually be helping you diversify your tax exposure. Action 3. Build a non-retirement emergency fund. Golden rule. Taking money from your retirement accounts should always be your last resort. Build 3 to 6 months of living expenses in cash outside your 401k. If your employer offers pension-linked emergency savings account, use that first. It's funded with after-tax money, comes out tax-free and penalty-free, capped at $2,500. Let's wrap this up with a quick recap of the 4 key provisions we covered today. 1. Auto-enrollment, 401k. Plans established on or after the 1st of January 2025 must auto-enroll and auto-escalate. Saving passively, not falling behind. 2. Student loan matching, effective 2024. Loan payments count as 401k deferrals, employer matches anyway. Pay loans and save at the same time. 3. Emergency withdrawals, effective 2024. $1,000 per year penalty-free for emergencies. The last card to play. 4. Mandatory Roth Catch-Up, effective 2026. 50-plus high earners must go Roth. Passive tax diversification. 3 action steps. 1. Confirm your plan has been updated. Roth, student loan matching, emergency withdrawals. 2. Reevaluate your contribution strategy. 3. Build an emergency fund. You've saved the money. Now, how do you take it out in retirement? Get the order wrong. and you lose hundreds of thousands. Next time, we're covering retirement withdrawal order. Taxable, traditional, Roth. Which account do you spend from first? Get it right, and your money could last 30 years and leave a legacy. Get it wrong, and you'll pay more in taxes and run out sooner. Next episode, I'm breaking down the optimal withdrawal sequence, step by step. I'm Gino. See you next time.